A Whole World in a Bottle in 1960. A British gardener planted a small spiderwort plant in a large glass bottle. He added some soil to the bottom, watered it, and placed the vessel by the window. It all looked like an ordinary gardening experiment, one of thousands. No one imagined then that this modest experiment would turn into a decades-long ecology lesson. 12 years later, in 1972, Latimer opened the bottle for the last time, added a little water, and corked it tightly. The bottle remained unopened for over 40 years. No watering, no ventilation, no fertilizer, and all this time, the plant continued to live. If we were asked to predict the outcome of such an experiment, we would probably shake our heads. The air inside is limited, the water must evaporate, the soil must be depleted. Life, it would seem, is impossible without a constant influx of water from outside. But the same laws apply in the glass bottle as on the planet. During the day, the leaves of the spiderwort absorb carbon dioxide and, under the influence of light, synthesize organic matter, releasing oxygen. At night, the plant, like any living thing, respires, consuming oxygen and releasing carbon dioxide. The air inside doesn't disappear, it merely participates in a continuous exchange. The water doesn't disappear either. It evaporates from the surface of the leaves, settles on the glass in tiny droplets, and flows back into the soil. A water cycle takes place inside the vessel, a miniature rain under a glass sky. Fallen leaves rot and become a nutrient medium for new shoots. What was once tissue becomes fertilizer. What seemed like waste returns to the system. This isn't a miracle or a magic trick. This is a closed ecosystem in action. At this point, a thought arises that's hard to avoid. The Earth is also a kind of bottle. The atmosphere retains gases, the oceans participate in the water cycle, and the soil recycles organic matter. We don't get a new breath of air every morning or import oceans from outside. Everything we possess participates in this constant exchange. The only difference is scale. Of course, Latimer's bottle isn't completely isolated. It sits by the window and receives light, the same energy flow that the sun provides on Earth. Without light, a closed system would perish. But our planet doesn't exist on its own. It depends on its star. More than half a century has passed, and green leaves still reach for the glass. The gardener didn't create a perpetual motion machine or argue with the laws of nature. He simply allowed these laws to operate without intervention. And perhaps herein lies the main lesson of his experiment. Life is more resilient than we think if we leave it alone. Balance doesn't require constant adjustment if the system is designed wisely. A glass bottle containing spiderwort is more than just a botanical curiosity. It's a quiet model of the world that reveals the most important thing. Stability comes not from abundance, but from balance. Sometimes, to understand the planet, all you need to do is look closely at the plant in the bottle.